everybody. Looks like my lighting's a little off there. There we go. Happy Monday. I'm a few minutes late today. I apologize. Anyways, we're going to be doing a core circuit class today. And if you happen to have some light weights, feel free to use them. But if you don't have them, that's okay too. We're going to I'll give you some options when it comes to weighted or no weights. Are you ready for the core circuit? Let's get this party started. All right, let's do a little bit of warm up to start. So let's get the spinal moving. So let's get down on your all fours, hands underneath your shoulders and knees underneath those hips. Inhale into a cat, tuck your chin, tuck your tail. Exhale, shoulders down away from those ears, reaching that collarbone up towards the ceiling, as well as your tailbone. Think about your collarbone. Inhale here. And exhale here. Inhale here, tuck and hold, and exhale here. Good, sit all the way back at your heels, lengthen those arms, take a nice big deep breath. Big exhale, roll yourself up and turn yourself over. And we're gonna do a little warm up here. We are gonna be doing a circuit class, so we are gonna be doing 20 seconds of everything each, okay? But this is just the warm up. So let's lie back and let's have your legs up in tabletop position. Stack those knees above those hips. You can have your arms at your sides with your palms facing up. Let's flex your feet. Inhale first, exhale, press, tuck your belly in, inhale, release. Exhale, press with the other leg. So if you notice, I'm not dropping my leg way down here. I'm focusing on those abs. Exhale, press, tuck your belly in. So you want to feel like you're pinning your ribs down. Inhale, release, and tucking your belly button in as you extend from the knee joint. Yeah, use your breath. Exhale, press, tuck your belly in. Inhale, release. Let's do 3 more. Here's 3. Think about pressing with your heels. Here's 2. And 1 more. Exhale, press, squeeze, and hold. Inhale, release. Drop 1 leg, drop 2 legs. Take your hands behind your head. And let's just do some curls. All right, so I want you to anchor your tailbone down into the mat so you have neutral spine. So that means you've got a little space down here below in your low back. And all you're gonna do is you're gonna tuck your chin in, lift your head up a little bit. So you're looking towards your kneecaps. And I want you to think about squeezing your ribs together. So it's not your traditional curl. As you do this, you can feel your low back drive into your mat. That's not what I'm looking for. I want you to maintain neutral spine, keep your chin tucked in, and squeeze those ribs together. Inhale, release. Exhale, squeeze those ribs together. Inhale. Yeah, it's a different kind of a curl. This is a neutral spine curl. It's going to work the abs slightly different than the traditional, I call them high school curls. Yeah, keep staring at those kneecaps. Squeeze your ribs together. Inhale, release. So maintain neutral spine. So make sure that low back stays off the mat. Exhale, squeeze and hold. So nothing is changing in your spine, just you're squeezing those ribs together. Keep going, and you got 5. That's it, and you got 4. Good. 3, squeeze and hold. Inhale, release. And last one, here's 2. Oh, we got 1 more there, guys. And last one, squeeze and hold, and release. Good. All right, let's get this party started. Where's my phone? We're gonna do a Tabata circuit here on those abs. So if you have those weights, feel free to grab them. Everything is 20 seconds. We're going to do everything for 20 seconds. And there's 8 rounds in total, but I'm going to give you 2 exercises. So that means you're going to do everything 4 times. All right? So let me show you what the exercises are going to be, and then we're going to go from there. So we're going to do a seated twist, and this is where you can add a weight or no weights at all. If you don't have weights, you're going to interlace those fingers. You want to start with your spine tall, so you can see on the 12 o'clock position. And you're going to hinge from your hips somewhere between 1 and 2 o'clock, not much more than that. What I don't want to see is a curled spine. I want to see an erect spine. You're going to interlace those fingers, and you're going to rotate. If you got weights, make sure you're not lifting. All you're doing is just swinging those arms from side to side, getting your shoulders to rotate, to cross, or get close towards the midline. That's exercise number 1. Exercise number 2, we did this already in the warm-up. I'll give you some more options here. Oh, that first exercise, if you want to make it a little bit more challenging, lift your legs up slightly. But you want to make sure your chest is still open as you rotate. Oftentimes when we lift the legs, all of us, we get into this curl position. Okay, so make sure less is more. Second exercise, okay? We've done this already with your arms at your side with your feet flex. Exhale, press with your heel. Inhale, back to center. If you want to make it harder, you can have your arms extended up. Or if you want to make it even harder, you come up into a curl with your arms up and you press to engage your obliques. You engage basically that entire core. All right? So I'm going to be talking throughout the workout. So be sure, you just keep going. You just got to keep going. That's all you got to do. All right, ready? Starting with the twist. You're going to hear a little, let me turn this up a little bit. Starting your Tabata
Ready?
workout. Go nice and tall, shoulders back, hinge back, weights or no weights, and rotate. Did we start? Yes, we did. Keep that chest open. Try not to lift your arms, just rotate your spine is what you want to do, and you want to keep your head facing forward, especially if you get dizzy, like me. And time. So you get a 10-second transition where you get to lie back, flex your feet, stack your knees above your hips, arms at your side, up here, or come into a curl. Exhale, press, tuck your belly and inhale, release. Exhale, press, focus on your abs here, not your legs. Oftentimes I see this. That's called focusing on your legs. I want you to squeeze those ribs down, pin those ribs down on me. Exhale, press, inhale, release. Exhale, press, inhale, release. Exhale, press, inhale, release. Roll yourself up, round 2. If you happen to have some weights, feel free to grab them. I got a little one here that I just pulled out from my little basket there. Open your chest, hinge back. Remember I said hinge back, not lean back. Keep that chest open. Hinging basically means that we're going to engage the lower abs a little bit more. Okay, ladies? Keep going. You got 7 seconds. Keep that chest open. Feel your shoulders wrap around to the front here. And time. All right, where are we? Bottom of round 3. Back to that second exercise. Make sure your knees are into your chest. Stack them above your hips. Options here. Press. I'm going to have to do another option. And feel free to change your option with each round. You can start off a little easier, get that warm up in, and then work your way up. Or you can work your way down, or you can just mix it up, or you can stay the same, right? There's always options in an exercise class and time. Why? Because why not? Okay, that's not a reason. Because everybody's different and every day is different and every set is different and every rep potentially could be different. All those different variations. Maybe you didn't get enough sleep last night, but you still want to get a workout in. Maybe you're not feeling 100%. Maybe you're feeling 110%, right? Yeah, it's not about what I'm doing. It's about what you're doing. Yeah. And time. Bottom of round 3, lie back. Stack those knees above your hips. Flex your feet. Pick your poison in terms of your option.
Exercise.
And exhale, press, tuck your belly in, inhale, release. Exhale, press, tuck your belly in, inhale, release. Good. Keep going like that. Focus on your arms, not your legs. Yes, focus on the engagement, not necessarily the movement. Yeah, keep going because your body's going to move. That's not the problem. It's the engaging. And roll yourself up. Where are we? Round 4. Okay, we're well on our way. You guys should be warmed up by now. Open your chest. Grab your weight or not. Hinge back. Keep your chest open. Rotate your spine. Yes. Yeah, let me face you guys here. There we go. That's it. Keep that chest nice and wide. Belly button in. Eyes forward. And time. Okay, last one here. This is number 8. All right, gang, lie back. Flex your feet. Pick your poison in terms of your upper body. Maybe you want to make it harder. If you've got your chest lifted, make sure you pin your chin down towards your throat. Exhale, press, tuck your belly in. Inhale, release. Exhale, press, tuck your belly. If this is bothering your neck too much, you can have one hand behind your head. Yeah, keep going. One more. And time. All right, done. There is your first set. Second set, we're going to come into all fours. And I'm going to show you the different variations because we're going to start off easy and then you can make it a little bit harder. Okay, the reason why I want to start off easy is so you understand what muscle we're trying to engage and what feeling that we're looking for. Okay, so you're down on tabletop position, hands shoulder width apart. Knees underneath your hips, okay? Looking slightly forward, you want to be looking down because that is not neutral spine. All you're going to do is inhale first. As you exhale, push down with your left hand, right knee. Inhale, release. Exhale, push down with your right hand, left knee. Inhale, release. And going back and forth. So basically, you're drawing a letter X across your body, okay? So that's variation number one. That's the simplest one. As you walk your knees back into a modified plank, into a straddle plank, it makes it harder, okay? So I'm going to add some movement into that, okay? So we're down here in the low plank. I'm going to walk my knees back. My legs are still hip width apart. And I'm going to exhale, lift, tuck my belly. So I'm going to push down. I'm opening up on my right side. I'm pushing down my left elbow, right knee. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, lift, tuck the belly in. Inhale, lower. Okay, that's variation number two. Variation number three would be straddling the mat. Exhale, open. Inhale, close. And then the other side. Okay, so that's exercise number one. I gave you lots of options there to play with. I always suggest understanding what you're trying to engage first, drawing that letter X before you move forward, okay? So that's exercise number one. Exercise number two, you're gonna turn back over. Remember, you got 10 seconds to make that transition. And what we're gonna do is just gonna do some bicycles. So hands behind your head. You can stay lying back on the floor and just bicycle out your legs, or you can reach an opposite elbow to knee, all right? Okay, and in terms of the legs, easier would be kick your legs up a little higher. Harder would be kick your legs down a little bit lower. All right, are you guys ready? I'm going to do variation number one to start for that first set, and I suggest you do the same. And if you're watching, please say hi. Please come say hi. If you're doing this on replay, type in replay for me. I'd love to know. All right, ready? Tabletop position, looking slightly forward. Inhale first, exhale, push down with your left hand, right knee. Inhale, release. And just be gentle. Exhale, push down with your right hand, left knee. Inhale, release. Exhale, push down with your left hand, right knee, tuck the belly in. Inhale, release. Exhale, push down with your right hand, left knee, tuck the belly in. Inhale, release. And time. All right, so over to the bicycles. Turn yourself over. 10-second transition. Make it quick. All right, bicycles. Ready? Different variations. I'm going to do the full variation and rotate. You want to rotate that spine as you reach that elbow towards your knee, and exhale, tuck your belly in. Exhale, tuck your belly in. Exhale, tuck your belly in. Yeah. So again, we're focusing on the engagement versus just the movement itself. Turn yourself over. All right, so you got different options to play with. Down on my forearms. I'm going to be on my knees. Hips in line with your shoulders. Inhale first. Exhale, push down with your left hand, right knee. Open up, tuck the belly in. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. So you want to not lift your bum up. All you're doing is lifting that elbow up. Try not to over-rotate on that spine. Exhale, lift, tuck your belly in. Inhale, release. Exhale, lift, tuck your belly in. Inhale, release, and time. All right, turn yourself over. Where are we? Round two. Back to those bicycles. Play with your options. We just want to do the legs. That's fine. Exhale, press, tuck your belly in. Exhale, press, tuck your belly in. Exhale, press, tuck your belly in. Feel that engagement versus just moving those legs. Make sure you pin those ribs down. Pin your belly button towards your spine. One more. And time. Roll yourself up. Round three. All right, gang. All right, pick your poison. I'll give you another option here. You can still be in tabletop. You can open up on one side, bring your hands back down. Exhale, lift. You're not going to be able to lift as much on this one if you're in tabletop position. And the key here is to keep that weight forward and not to move back as you lift. That's not really engaging your abs here. This is more for the obliques. And time. Turn yourself over. Bottom of round three. All right, guys. Ready? Pick your poison.
Exercise.
And go. And hold. And exhale, hold. And exhale, hold. A little more challenging, isn't it? Yes. Because it's about the engagement and not necessarily just about the movement here, guys. Keep going. Couple more. One more.
Rest.
And time. All right, last pair. Round four. All right, pick your option. Maybe you want to straddle the mat. for this last one.
Exercise.
And you can change up the variations mid-set if you need to. So if you're on your toes and you're like, ooh, okay, I can only do 2, that's okay. Feel free to come down onto your knees. Exhale, lift, tuck your belly in, inhale, lower. Exhale, lift, tuck your belly in, inhale, lower. One more. Exhale, lift, tuck your belly in, and time. All right, last set of these bicycles. Yeah, options are good because you know what? Everybody's different.
Exercise.
I've been teaching classes for 25 years, and I give at least 3-4 options because I got a room of 30 people, and not everybody's the same, right? And you don't want to be excluding anyone, and it's no different here, guys. You got to work within your own range. You got to be able to do things perfectly before you can, and time, before you can
reset.
Go faster or add weight. Before you got to do the movement perfectly before you can add speed or more resistance to it. Okay? All right, ready for the next pair? We're going to do some side planking. And this is important because oftentimes in our regular day-to-day life, we're just moving forward. We walk, we run, we drive. We don't really move side to side. So that means these lateral muscles are very important in terms of creating stability in your body. So that means there are muscles like your obliques and your hips, which is what we're going to be working on. So you're going to be down on your side, elbow directly under your shoulder. This is important here. Ear as far away from your shoulder as possible. Whether you look forward or you look down, you don't want your ear to your shoulder. Okay, that's when you start getting neck pain. And this is not a neck exercise. This is a lateral exercise, meaning we're working the bottom part of your body. So you want to bend your knees, your heels in line with your hips. You're going to inhale, exhale, lift, tuck your belly, lift your hip up, inhale, lower. Okay, so that's variation number 1. Variation number 2 is having your legs straight, top leg straight, bottom leg is bent, and you're going to lift up. Okay, the key here is to make sure you're in a straight line. Oftentimes the hip is too far back and the shoulder is too far forward. So it's important to look down, check in to see where your positioning is before or while you're moving. All right, option 3 is to stagger your legs, would be the next hardest, and the hardest would be having your legs stacked over top of each other. Okay, so same thing. Oftentimes when we're in this position, the hips are too far back and the shoulders are forward. Well, you know what? That's not proper form. So let's do one set one side, other set the other side, and that's your 2 exercises. All right. Okay, pick your poison. I always suggest to start off a little easier versus harder so you know how to do them properly and then moving on from there. All right?
Starting
All
your
right.
Ramadan workout.
Stack those
Get
knees,
ready.
elbow
Exercise.
below your shoulder, hands on your hip, lift, exhale, lift, tuck your belly in, inhale, lower. Exhale, lift, push down on that bottom elbow, bottom forearm into the mat as you lift and lower, and make sure you tuck that belly button in. Exhale, lift, tuck your belly in, inhale, lower. Exhale, lift, tuck your belly in,
Rest.
inhale, lower. Time. Good. It's important that you feel all underneath from your armpit all the way down to your hip. Switch sides. Ready, set,
Exercise.
and go. Exhale, lift, tuck your belly in, inhale, lower. If this is bothering your neck, feel free to look down towards your forearm. But remember, keep your ear away from your shoulder. Good. Exhale, lift, tuck your belly in, inhale, lower. Exhale, lift, tuck your belly in, inhale, lower, and time. All right, flip over. Feel free to move on from level 1. If you feel like it,
Exercise.
you can give it a try and see how it feels to go a little harder, and then you can always switch back, right? It's all about playing. Exercise is about playing. You know, remember when we were kids, we had play dates? Playing with your friends? Well, you're here, exercise is playing by yourself with other people. All right, flip over, right? It's all about exploring your body. Okay, it's not about keeping up with whoever.
Exercise.
Yeah, and lower. Exhale, lift, tuck your belly in, inhale, lower. Keep putting that pressure on that bottom arm. Yeah. And you want to feel that whole underside. Feel free to hold it for a second and then lower. Now you can feel that underside, right? Because oftentimes when I see people are just moving, lift and hold, and time. All right, flip over. Round 3, okay? Try holding it for a second. See what that feels like. Inhale,
Exercise.
exhale, lift, tuck your belly and hold it. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift, tuck your belly and hold it. Inhale, lower. Yeah, now you're gonna hold your whole body weight up, or at least probably half of it anyways, right? Yeah, keep that shoulder away from your ear. Last one, open that chest
Rest.
and time. Yeah, so, people don't like doing the easiest one, but I'll tell you, I can make it really hard for you. Ready?
Exercise.
Easy doesn't mean easy. Easy just means it's a different variation from the other ones. Yeah, we call it easier for sure. But yeah, I can definitely make it harder for you even with the easiest variation that I give you. Exhale, lift and hold it. Push down that bottom arm. Tuck that belly button in. Yeah, inhale, lower. Last one. Lift and hold and release. Okay, last pair. Yeah, I could do the easiest variation, add some weight, right?
Exercise.
And go. Exhale, lift and hold. Tuck your belly in. Feel that whole underside, that whole bottom chain, and lower. Exhale, lift, hold it. Tuck your belly in and lower. Keep going like that. Even if you're doing a different variation than the one that I'm doing. Yeah, last one. Tuck that belly in and time. Okay, last one on the other side. Are you guys ready? Stack your elbow below your shoulder. Open up your chest. Okay? Oftentimes when people are doing the hardest one, they're completely folded over versus doing it perfectly and being complete alignment. That's important because if you're all hunched over, then you might as well be doing this one here, right? And time. Good job. All right.
Workout reset.
Workout reset. How are you guys doing up there? If you're watching it live, please say hi. And if you're watching replay, please say replay. Let me know. Let me know what you think if you have any questions. Okay, so I've got one exercise here for you. It's a roll up, toe touch, and I'll give you some variations, okay? Arms over your head, legs flat is easier. Okay, the harder you swing those arms, the easier it is. And it's all about momentum. You're gonna roll yourself up, then bring your leg in, and then come back down. Then you're gonna roll up, bring the other leg in, and then come back down. The key to this exercise is to not do this first, then it makes it really hard to get yourself up, okay? So it's important that your upper body comes up first, then you bring the leg in, okay? That's the exercise. I'm gonna make it a little easier for you to give you some variation. I'm kind of working backwards here, okay? You can just roll up, come up, and then curl yourself back down, all right? If you can't get yourself back up for whatever reason, you can bend your legs and just do some curls. You can do the curls, the high school curls where you actually curl your spine, or the one that we did at the very beginning in the warm-up where we did a neutral spine, so where you lift your chin up, tuck your chin in so you're looking towards your kneecap and squeezing those ribs together and then lowering. Okay, so there's lots of options there for you guys to play with. That's exercise number 1. Exercise number 2, we're gonna come into a tabletop position. You're here, okay? Hands underneath those shoulders, knees underneath those hips. You're gonna inhale first, exhale, tuck your belly and float your knees up. Inhale, tap your knees back on the floor. Inhale first, exhale, float, tuck your belly in, inhale, lower. It's important that you don't start sitting back. You wanna ensure that your shoulders stay over top of those wrists. Yeah, you might feel a little pinch in those wrists. Feel free to just take a longer break if you need to. All right, what was the first exercise again? Oh yeah, roll up, alternating toe touch, or just straight curls, or straight high school curls, or neutral spine curls. All right, ready? Whoops. Okay, last round, guys, last round. You guys can do this. Ready? Lie back.
Starting your Tabata workout.
Pick your poison.
Exercise.
And roll up. You can just start with these first and see what that feels like. And if it feels like, okay, I can do this, feel free to lift and then bring the leg in, okay? And in terms of the leg, you can bring the knee and give it a little hug. That's also an option. And time. Okay, so there's always options to play with. All right, hands underneath those shoulders, looking forward, tuck your toes under.
Exercise.
Inhale first, exhale, lift, tuck your belly in, inhale, lower. So it's all about sucking your stomach in as you float your knees up. And exhale, tuck your belly in, inhale, lower. Exhale, tuck your belly in, inhale, lower. Exhale, tuck your belly in, inhale, lower. Exhale, tuck your belly in,
Yes.
inhale, lower. Good. All right, turn yourself over. Ready. Pick your option. Arms over your head.
Exercise.
And go. Yeah, feel free to hug your knee. Yeah, that's okay. That works. It's whatever you're going to do to get yourself up. The harder you swing those arms, the easier it is. Yeah, let's do a few more. Okay,
Chest.
I lied. One more. All right, turn yourself over. So try not to lift your knees up too high. Just float them 1 inch, 2 centimeters up off the floor. Inhale, exhale, tuck your belly in. Inhale, think about your abs, not your legs. Exhale, tuck your belly in. Inhale, lower. 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 Keep going. Exhale, tuck your belly in. Inhale, lower. And time. Turn yourself over. All right, gang. Let's see if we got time. Lie back.
Exercise.
Arms over your head. Or you can do some curls. You can even practice that neutral spine curl as an option. Yeah, squeezing those ribs together. Staring at those kneecaps. Yeah, so my head doesn't really drop to the floor because I'm focusing on squeezing those ribs. All right, turn yourself over. Ready? Hands underneath those shoulders. Knees hip width apart. Lean forward, tuck your toes under.
Exercise.
Inhale, exhale, float your knees up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, float your knees up. Inhale, lower. Stay leaning forward. You don't want to be sitting back. You want to lean forward. Exhale, tuck your belly in. Yeah, when you lean forward, it's actually putting more pressure on those abs to do its job versus sitting your weight back into your heels. Okay, gang, last pair and you're off the hook. Are you guys ready? Yeah, feel free to go a little harder if you're feeling up to it. Arms over your head and go. Yeah, you gotta have fun at the same time, making it just challenging for yourself, right? Yeah, sometimes easy is good, but sometimes challenging is also good. And any variation in between. Yeah. And time. All right, turn yourself over. All right, last one here, guys. Tabletop position. Spread those fingers nice and wide, legs hip width apart. Looking forward to the top of your mat. Inhale first. Exhale, lift, tuck your belly in. Inhale, release. Stay leaning forward. Exhale, lift, tuck your belly in. Inhale, release. Yeah, look forward towards the top edge of your mat. Don't start looking down. Then you're changing the shape of your spine. I want it to be neutral. Good. Focus on your belly button, tucking it in. And time. Good job.
Reset.
Well done. All right, gang. Hey, I got some news for you. On Monday, November the 8th, I've got an expert talk series, a woman that's going to be coming on to talk about the importance of magnesium. Yeah, and I know that a lot of women are missing this nutrient in their diet, and it's affecting how they feel in their body. So there's going to be a link that's going to be up soon. So be sure to sign up for it. It's free. It's Monday night, November the 8th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, so I hope to see you then. Bye for now. Hope you got a good workout.